Giggity, giggity. Alright, starting my day off, 12:45 p.m. Hemet, California, Thursday, and just smoked a bowl, so I'm good to go. What time is it? 3:43. That means it's going to be nighttime soon. Let's take the yellow bandit out since I'm dressed in Jella. Since I'm dressed in yellow. So what to do today? What to do? Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go check out my counterfeit lab. Check out my weed lab. And I should be good to go from there. Did my nightclub last night. I did my 420 run yesterday. And my meth just wasn't ripe enough for me to run, so it'll be ripe today. But I got counterfeit lootage to check right now. Oh, I'm taking my Deluxo out of my facility because I don't use it anymore, and I'm going to put it in my motorcycle club, and then put my motorcycle, one of those motorcycles, somewhere else, like maybe the Faggio. I'll put in the into my apartment in the city. Hey, dude on the bike. Dang it. Alright, let's see what we got here. Because there's a bottleneck at the Mint. So, first sale of the day. First time hopping on. First look at this 196 run. So, I did try it twice. I did have 2 episodes of, what the fuck is wrong with Rockstar? You know what I'm saying? But let's see what they're gonna do. And they're probably not gonna give me planes because they've been giving me that quite a bit. So let's see.
We on?
Yep.
Oh.
All right, we'll do boats. Boats we shall do. I used to be worrying about getting raided, right? Like, okay, I did my meth lab, I did my coke lab, and I figured, okay, I have a weed and a counterfeit lab left. Well, you know, if I'm going to get raided, I'm going to get raided in one of those places because obviously they have more stocks and maybe supplies than the other places, especially since I had just sold or delivered. But that's not the case because they don't always steal stock and supplies. You got that fool ass squealer that steals paperwork. So they can raid, attack, or cause problems at any time to any lab. And the other odd thing that I find is that the MC Club, which runs the coke, the counterfeit, the meth, and the weed, you can't run those in CEO mode yet. In CEO mode, I got attacked at one of my MC labs, which I couldn't understand. How, if I'm a CEO, you know, I could understand if I was an MC that my bunker would be attacked because you can operate your bunker in an MC mode or CEO mode, but you can only operate your counterfeit, meth, and all that other stuff. Specifically the meth we're going to talk about at this point because that's what it was. It was the meth lab that got, is this going to work? It was the meth lab that got raided while I was in CEO mode. I was in my facility. Doo-doo head, you could have hit your head, you old dummy. What time is it again? Alright, dude, we gotta get out of the boat for a minute. Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm sorry, I just changed clothes and I didn't want you to see me change clothes. Anyway, on CEO mode, you're supposed to get only attacked by your nightclub and your bunker, and then in MC mode, you're supposed to be attacked by, well, I thought, only attacked by your labs, but that's not the case, so confusing. So my dilemma here today, GTA friends who's not playing Red Dead Redemption thing, RDR2, is that my nightclub is not producing all of the material that my labs produce. In other words, yesterday's sales were just basically from my, I think it was counterfeit and some other thing, but my coke, no, my weed nor my counterfeit place was in that money-making thing. And by looking at the printing, it says that I can't, my guys can't do any work until I clear the labs. So my labs have to be, what it sounded like is my labs have to be not full, but also not empty in order for me to make money from my nightclub. So I'm trying that out. I don't know if that's the case. But so far, again, I can't tell you that there's a record on it. It's just that that's the experience that I've had. Checking my solo-ness because one boat can't let people attack me. So yeah, I'm confused if they're changing these things up when they do the DLCs and they're adding these little, because remember one time they took off one of those vehicle warehouse missions. They took off the cargo bob job, remember? For a little while, but then all of a sudden they brought it back. I don't know what the reason for. I remember seeing the video, a couple of videos on it, but they did stop that, but then they put it back. So I wouldn't put it past them to change the way we get rated, the criteria involved, and the, like they used to say, oh, if you stay at 1/3, you'll never be rated. You know, that's not the case. Because they don't only raid supplies, they also attack paperwork, whatever you want to call it. You know, you have them stealing employees. So, I don't know what's going on here, man. All I know is I'm just here to do missions. I'm not here to fight nobody. I'm not here to freak, and I'm just trying to understand the best way to play this game when I play it. I only get 15 minutes at a time. Because after this mission, if I don't get raided, I'm done. I'm just gonna kick back and know my next mission is going to be my weed lab, because it's full. It's been full. I don't like doing it. I have kind of a ratio with missions on here, my labs. Most of my labs, my counterfeit, my coke, and my meth labs all have a ratio of about 7 separate delivery missions, and I can do 5 of those 7, whereas on the weed I can probably do 4 out of the 7, because they have 3 mail, well, they have the mail truck. I was gonna say 2 trucks. They have the mail truck, the garbage truck, and then they have that full what the hell, is this done? Yeah. Then they have that full, that gets wasted on the truck. Then you have the Merriweather deliveries. So the Merriweather cuts it in about half. So out of the 7, I'd say 4, 5 and 4 and a half. Anyway, there's a half done for the Merriweather. I don't like the Merriweather that much, but it's a lot easier than the garbage trucks. The Merriweather one, I get 4 bikes. By the time I get done with the first bike, it's too late to do the 4th one. It's usually a 3-bike job, so I'll do that on any one of these except my coke. I'm not going to do the Merriweather job on my coke one. That's the 420. But I ain't cheating. I ain't modding. I'm just trying to make it easy for me to make money and buy what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want everything that I want. And so far I got everything that I want. I need not. I have no want. No want whatsoever. Yeah, I knew it had to glow. It was going to be dark. I thought I heard an explosion.
Well, maybe not.
Hey, you ever go to the doctor and the doctor takes a bunch of tests and then he comes back in crying and he says you only have a few more hours to live, and then he leaves the room and starts laughing? Me either. I just wondered if anybody else had that happen to them. I wonder what a white yacht would look like at night. I'm so freaking wanting to change my yacht color. To me, it's like a waste of freaking money because I don't freaking use the yacht. What do I use it for? To drive by it so I can say, hey, look at my yacht. That's about it. It ain't like I can do special missions with it. How come there's a light there? Where are we? Hey, dude, stop cursing. Oops, missed it. Missed it. Yeah, that would have been stupid if I went down the other way. Well, you can't go down the other way. Duh. Hey, have you ever gotten so drunk that you throw up like a nugget? And then when you realized it was a nugget, you picked it up off the ground, didn't brush it off, and then swallowed it? You either, huh? But I can only imagine that happening. Yeah, you kick me in the nuts and it pops out of my mouth. Of course I'm gonna swallow that shit to get that motherfucker back down there, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Ambitious is the road, road. This is us selling music here. Clear? You know what I'm screaming? This is how you sell on a boat. It's boating, boat flying, boat riding music. Now remember, it was 3:30 when I think I started out this day. I think it was 3:30 when I left my airport. And here we are at 10:20. What up, dude? Tonight. Oh, that boat, look, I thought that was the pier. Again, you know what? If I paint it and it freaking doesn't look like shit when I paint it, I'm gonna be one freaking pissed off freaking black guy. But you know what? I got 15 mil. What the fuck is another $1 million? And I was thinking of changing the yacht itself to get the Aquarius yacht, and well, the yacht, I think it's the Pisces yacht. Because it doesn't mean shit, you don't get any better, it's just better access throughout the ship. Like you can walk from one side, from the back to the front without getting stuck on that wall like you do in the Pegasus. Pegasus yacht. No, I hate Eddie Murphy. I like you as a comedian, dude, but you know what? You are not a singer, dude.